Hello guys, I'm Kiri, welcome back to my channel. Today we're gonna talk about the best Ferrari 512 Baronet boxer. The best because this is not factory model. This was the answer to the wide-body Lamborghini Countach LP 400 Walter Wolf, which is came approximately on the same time. Was time when the massive wide tires became very fashion, and this car is exactly from that era. 1976 Ferrari 512 Baronet boxer wide body. Ferrari 512 BB just came in the market in the same year, 1976, to replace the 1973 model 365 Baronet Boxer. The body was the same, just very small changes. Front lip spoiler, rear 4 lights instead of 6, 4 exhaust pipes, of course, instead of 6 again, the air duct on the side of the car, so that small changes. The big changes was under the bonnet. 4.9 liter engine instead of 4.4, but the power was slightly down, 360 horsepower instead of 380 for the 365 Baronet Boxer. The model was in production till 1981, and for this 5 years production run from 1976 to 1981, they produced only 929 cars in total. Don't confuse here the model 512BB with the 512BBI, which is with injection fuel system. But for someone, this car was not enough. So a little bit later, leading Ferrari specialists modified the car to the wide body style, which remains up to today. Everything is original on this car instead of the wide rear wheel arches, which actually are part of the engine cover. Here, similar to the Lamborghini Miura model, all the entire panel is open type, so you can have proper access to the engine bay. So they extended the rear wheel arches, they changed the suspension of course, they lowered, and the wheels. They are very cool, very deep inside, 5-spoke, 15-inch golden color. So they are absolutely amazing wheel, how you can see. Of course, they changed the tires, the new wheels, they need of course new tires. And here the car is with Pirelli Cinturato P7 tires. On the front, the size is 225/50 by 15. On the back, 345/35 VR15 Pirelli Cinturato P7. So this was the widest, the massive size tires back on the time, 1976, 345 on the back. Later on, 1978, Lamborghini Countach with the model 400 LP, as of course they're gonna do the same, they're gonna put the same tires on the back. But this, how I said before, this was the answer to the 1975 Lamborghini Countach LP 400 Walter Wolf. Walter Wolf was the Formula 1 owner back on the time and was very wealthy businessman, of course. So he bought Lamborghini Countach LP 400 and then he upgraded. So he put a wide body and massive tires. And of course, just 1 year later, 1976, the answer is came with this Ferrari model. So how you can see, this is absolutely amazing car. 512BB, how I said before, is 360 horsepower. The predecessor, 365BB, which is small engine but actually is more powerful, 380 horsepower. And then the successor, 512BBI with the injection fuel system, is 340 horsepower. The maximum speed of this car is the same like the original version, 288 km per hour or 179 miles per hour. The first version, Ferrari 365BB, had the more maximum speed, actually 302 km per hour or 188 miles per hour. So this one, the second version, is a little bit not that fast actually, like the 365BB. And then 512BBI with the injection has the same performance like the 512BB. Acceleration from 0 to 100 km per hour or 62 miles per hour, this Ferrari can do it for 5.4 seconds. As well for the other Ferrari models is similar number, 5.4 seconds from 0 to 100 or 62 miles per hour. Approximately the weight of the car is 1500 kilograms. The first version, of course, 365 bb's, is less kilograms, 1250. That's why probably the car is faster than the second generation 512 bb. The wheelbase of this car is still the same like the original. So the original 512 bb, the wheelbase is 2 meter and 500 millimeters. So here we have the same 2 meter and 500 millimeters. The car is long 4 meter and 400 millimeters, the same like the original car. So they change actually the width of the car, but the car is the same long like the original. The original 512 bb is wide 1 meter 830 millimeters. Here we have, of course, more wide car, so it's about 1 meter 950 millimeters, and it's high 1 meter 120 millimeters on the original. So probably we have here about 10 millimeters 15 lower than the original. So absolutely amazing. Here you can have some information about the car and still remain the car with the original interior. You can see later on the original interior, which is absolutely amazing. But just have a look, the car, and with these yellow lights on the front. Actually the lights are inside, they are not yellow, but the covers of the lights, they are yellow, and this is very cool. Just have a look from this view as well. The wheels, the golden color wheels. This was very fashion back on the time, 1960s and 1970s. All the racing models, actually the Formula 1 cars, the Le Mans cars, they were with golden color alloy wheels, and just one wheel nut in the middle is very cool. And the back wheels, just have a look how deep inside they are. 15 inch, of course, 345 35 by 15, very deep inside alloy wheels. And the air scoops on the top, of course. Yeah, the next change on the car is the air scoops on the roof of the car. They install these air scoops to feed in straight away the engine, the carburetors actually, with air, because the carburetors are on top of the engine, they are not on the side, so they are on top. So the scoops, you can see here the scoops, so they feed in the carburetor straight with the air. This was very cool back on the day. Today some McLaren models, they have air scoops, but they are actually very expensive than the standard ones. But this was back in the day in 1976. Imagine how cool it was back on that time. And the seats, the interior is original, it's not touched, so the seats are with the Daytona design. They're very nice. Just have a look this side of the car with the extended wheel arches. Very cool, really. The tire is massive. How I said before, 345 35 VR15, the same size like the Lamborghini Countach LP400S back on the day, with the spoiler on the back, of course, and the wheel arches. Pirelli Cinturato P7. The wheels is very deep inside, just with one wheel nut. Really very cool. This was, again, I'm gonna say, the sport versions of the wheels, so all the Formula 1 cars on that time, the Le Mans cars 1960s, 1970s, they were with golden color wheels and just with one hub nut. Just again, a view of the air scoops. Some Koenig specials, they was updating Ferrari 512 BBs, and they was installing the same or similar like these scoops to feed in the carburetors with air. So there are many actually Koenig special models for Ferrari 512 BB, but all of them they are with the same type of air scoops. You can see here the engine, of course, and the badge Ferrari on the back of the car. Very cool, really very nice. Just have a look at the Lexan. So these air boxes are on top of the tom pads of the carburetors, so you can see actually the carburetors. Really is very cool. Absolutely amazing. Just have a look from this view as well. The rear tires, very massive, 345. And the car actually is very low, the clearance is very small. So this car is actually much more stable on the road than the normal 512 BB. and the 4 exhaust and the 4 lights on the back, of course. How I said, this was one of the change between the Ferrari 512 BB and Ferrari 365 BB. Ferrari 512 is with 4 lights on the back and 4 exhausts, but 365 BB with 6 lights and 6 exhausts. One more time, this back wheel, just have a look how deep it is, very cool. And this red color is really amazing. The early versions of the Ferrari 512 BB, they are mostly from 2 colors, but let's have a look. The front tire 225/50 VR15 Pirelli P7 Centurato, of course. The same size tires were fitted on the Lamborghini Countach LP 400S on the front and on the back, of course, as well. The front fog lights, they are behind the grille, very cool. But the yellow lights really make this car very special, with the emblem, the yellow emblem, of course, in the middle. Again, one more time, the view from the interior. How I said, is original. It's never been touched, never been updated. So mostly the car is updated just outside. Absolutely cool. Very beautifully made car. And how I said, the Ferrari 512 BB, they are mostly from 2 colors. The bottom side, how you can see, from the middle on the bottom is black, and from the middle up is the main color. In this case is red, the Ferrari red, very beautiful. So guys, I hope you liked the video about this Ferrari 512 BB white body. Please subscribe my channel and see you next time, guys. Bye.